Alright. Bithead 1000 here. Guys, there are times you go out to the thrift store and you drive I don't know how many miles, half hour, 45 minutes, an hour through traffic to get to this shithole, and then you wade down these aisles and aisles and aisles of garbage and you don't find anything. You can go sometimes 5, 6 times in a row, 2, 3 times a week, and come up with nothing. Come home, beat your head on the wall, and say to yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I coming here? And it's those days that you wonder, what's this all about? You start to reevaluate things. And then you have days that you go there, and they turn out like a day like today. And guys, let me show you what happened at the thrift store today. Now keep in mind, I have a special card. I know, I bang this, I hit you guys over the head with this all the time. I have a special discount card that I use at a particular thrift store on Thursdays, and it gives me 25% off. Well, today we found treasure. So everything you're going to see today is 25% off, okay? Everything that I have in this bag next to me, see this bag right here? Everything in this bag came out to a grand total of $14.80. So let's get started. Okay. We're going to start with something a little redundant here. A Nintendo controller. I can't help myself. Every time I see a Nintendo controller, I gotta buy it. I don't know why. They're probably not that valuable. They might not even be worth as much as I'm paying for them. But I cannot walk by them. I don't know what it is. It's just something that you don't see every day, and I love to see a Nintendo controller. This is probably my favorite controller ever made. It's made so well, and it's so comfortable in the hands. It's just like, you put this sucker in your hands and you're like, I'm home. This is what it's all about. But anyway, a Nintendo controller here, it's in good shape. $2.99? 25% off of that? Come on. How do you walk past that? I can't. As a gamer and growing up with Nintendo and just not seeing it around, I gotta buy it. So, nothing too exciting there, right? Alright. You know what? We're gonna jump to something real exciting. Look at this shit, guys. Look at this. A Sega Saturn. A Sega Saturn. Guys, when I walked into the store and I turned the corner and I saw this, it's like in the movies when the camera zooms in on somebody's face and everything around it goes blurry. Everything around, I focused on this. I saw it sitting on the shelf like this. I can't tell you what a distance. I mean, it's like I have a radar. And I saw that thing, and it just came into focus, and it like zoomed at me, and everything went a blur around me. And I was with my buddy VS. You can ask him if you think I'm lying. I just started to run for it. I hit into a lady. I bumped into a guy. I kept going. I didn't even look back to say I'm sorry. I'm not that type of guy. I just lunged for it. Because if I would have saw somebody pick this up before me, I wouldn't have been able to talk to myself for about a week. Guys, look at this Sega Saturn. Isn't that gorgeous? You don't see Sega Saturns out there anymore. So, look at this. $5.99. I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. But, alright, there are some catches here. There are some catches. Here are the catches. No controllers. No controllers. No component cables. But the Sega Saturn has like that universal type of AC cord. So we're in business there. That's pretty cool. As far as the component cables are concerned, we'll find those. No big deal. So $5.99 Sega Saturn. This is definitely in my top 5 game systems, and Absolutely huge to find at this price in the thrift store. This gives me new fire when I go out shopping. So, we'll put that there. What do we find right next to this, guys? Not one, but two Sega Saturn controllers. This is how these guys get you. They're not too dumb at the thrift store. They'll get a game system incomplete, then they'll pull everything apart and sell it individually. That's how these guys make their money. But when it comes to a Sega Saturn, here we go, $299 for that controller. They're in good shape. $299 for that controller. So there they were. They were hanging up right where all the controllers are. So, I'm on to them. I read their book, Rommel. I know what they're all about. So, yeah, the Sega Saturn controllers, boom. All we need is the component cables. And we're good to go. And some games. So there we go. Now, I was so focused on that Sega Saturn, and I'm just sitting there looking at it, and I'm opening it up, and I'm looking around, and I'm looking around it, and my buddy says to me, "Hey, look, they got a Sega Genesis too," and I was like, "Oh yeah, really?" And I keep looking at the Sega Saturn, and I'm like, and then I started to calculate in my head, did he just say Sega Genesis? And I look up, and this is what hits me right between the eyes, like a prize fighter. A first generation Sega. Guys, these systems were right next to each other practically. We had a Sega blowout. There was a Sega blowout. And as you know, we don't have any Sega systems on the shelf. And here we go, in one day, for $14.80. That's including the Nintendo controller. We got for $2.99. Look at this. $2.99. First generation Sega Genesis. It's fantastic. Alright. Here's the deal. What do we got here? No RF out. No RF cable. No controllers. But I run into Sega Genesis controllers all the time, so I'm not concerned about it. I can get them for about $1.99 a piece. So, and no AC adapter. But like I said, I got like 3 other systems that don't have AC adapters. I'm just gonna go to Radio Shack and piece them together. I'll read the specs and just piece that together. But come on. Come on, any Sega people out there? We got any Sega people out there? You guys got to be beaten off at home right now. So look at that. Man, this is great. Sega Saturn and Sega Genesis. These are all time on my all-time favorite gaming list here. Whew. It was an adrenaline rush today, I got to tell you. So. That's it. That's our score at the thrift store. Everything you see there for $14.80. Not too bad. That's it after taxes and everything. So, I do these videos as soon as I get home because I'm still excited. I mean, I would have been excited about this one a month from now, this pickup. So, alright guys. It's enough of my bullshit. Binhead 1000 here. See you next time.